I really don't know. I really have no idea.
Equality of the sexes.
Seeing both genders as equal.
I guess working towards equality for men and women, or anyone, I guess.
Girls that want power.
I would describe it as equality between male and female. I would describe it as, women's rights.
I guess equal rights for women.
I think it's pushing for the rights of women so that they're equal to men.
Also, I would define feminism as the equality of sexes. The sexes, yeah.
I would define it as equality for all genders.
I think it's just equal kind of right for females, males, and everyone, I guess.
I think feminism's a culture of people that support women or people that identify as women.
Yes, but I think it's something, I don't know, I can't really describe it. Like, I know what it is, but, or like, I wouldn't be able to define it exactly.
I would identify as a feminist if I'm being recorded and saying so.
I guess not really. I mean, I never thought of it. So.
Yeah, I believe in equal rights. Yeah,
I'm all for equal rights.
I believe in equal rights. I don't know if I would personally say that I actively am a feminist, but I do support women's rights. I'd say I'm a feminist because I support it and I encourage other people to be educated about certain things like that.
I would girl power all the way.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't see how you couldn't, because it's kind of like, I feel like that's a necessary thing to see genders as equal.
I would say so, simply because I believe in gender equality. I don't think women are better than men or men are better than women, but that's what, like, to my belief, what modern feminism stands for, so I'll fight night and day for that, absolutely.
I would say yes, just because we should all be working towards, like, equality for everyone, and it's an important thing to, like, recognize that women are sometimes, like, thought of as lesser than men, but so we should always, like, work towards that.
Absolutely, because I believe in the equality of all genders, and I think, like, as a woman, it's really important to be a feminist, or like half of the things I can do now I wouldn't have been able to do without the feminist movement, so yeah.
As a cis male, I prefer to identify as an aspiring ally to feminist communities and women.
I identify as a feminist because I think the issues that feminism culture surrounds are important.
Yes, but I don't know, because sometimes I feel like sometimes feminism has like this stigma, like where it's very like, I don't know how to explain it, but very like, you know?
I would say I don't identify as a feminist, but I agree with what feminists are doing.
I'd say it is, maybe. We have 3 feminist clubs now, yeah.
Do we?
I think so. So maybe we're getting there.
I'd say there's a very vocal group in Chapman, but not majority.
But there are probably those that condemn feminists for being just sort of grasping at straws when there's no real issue. But those who are in the know, the hip folks, know that feminists are doing God's work.
I wouldn't say so, honestly. I think there's a lot of negativity associated with feminism, which I don't think is completely Chapman's fault, necessarily. But no, I wouldn't say there's a strong feminist culture here. I think in some circles saying, yes, I'm a feminist is a dirty word.
No, I don't. I think that we have a lot of feminists on campus, and I think that the presence of feminists on campus is definitely growing. But I wouldn't call our campus feminist at all.
I don't know if anywhere is a feminist campus.
Interesting. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, I mean, I think there is still inequality between the sexes that's kind of ingrained in our society. So to say anywhere is completely a feminist campus is probably not true.
No. Do you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
The pay is not equal between the men and the women. I read a bunch of studies.
Really?
Yeah. Like my professors aren't, like they've talked about it before. Just like, you know, certain things between like, I know there's different acts and things in sports teams, but I still feel like just general like feel of the campus, I wouldn't say it's equal.
Yeah, ironically too, because there are
More girls there.
women on campus than there are males.
I'm actually really new to Chapman. This is my first semester here, so I don't have like a lot of experience with the culture of it, but so far I've seen that Chapman is just a great place in general for anyone, and I'm sure that, you know, there's some feminism going on here. I see you guys, and so there must be some things that are being done to, you know.
I think so. I think we're pretty open and liberal about many things. Although some people have different views and opinions, there's a strong group with all these group organizations like I'm and SGA being all about diversity and equality. I think we are.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there are feminists on campus, but it's not very obvious, per se.
I don't think so.
I feel like there are like the group, like a large group of people who do identify as like feminists, but I don't feel like the campus as a whole.
Yeah, I wouldn't classify the campus as a feminist campus.
No.
Would you care to elaborate on that?
I've heard a lot of people say that they don't believe in feminism. Like they think they're like, I would say that I believe in equality of all genders, but I'm not a feminist. But whatever.
Yeah, I think there's a lack of understanding of what feminism really is, so that's the argument.
I think it's necessary, absolutely, because it just stands for gender equality, which is something we absolutely need if we want peace and harmony in the world. You know, women are half the, I think they're actually more than half the world population, so the fact that they don't have equal rights is kind of, it's an atrocity.
I love feminism. I like that it's a broad enough term that each person can define it for his, her, themselves. But in my life it's really important because I feel like feminism has empowered me to feel strong as an individual, but also like I'm part of something bigger, like a movement for change. Not even close. No, absolutely not. No.
No. No, I think there's tons of more strives, but we've definitely made a difference in the last like 20 years, but we need to do a lot more.
Yeah, I think we've done better in voicing our opinions, and feminism has come up so much more often, and especially on like social media and that sort of thing. But I don't think we've bridged that gap at all.
Yeah, so people have paved the way, but we still have to fill in the gaps.
I think we're definitely paving the way, but we're not completely there yet.
No. I don't know. I mean, it probably will take a while, if at all, if we ever reach that.
Women generally make 77 cents to $1 versus men, so it's like, it's in the statistics, and it's very evident that it's not, you haven't reached it yet.
I don't think that we've reached that because I hear a lot about when situations where women get paid less than men, or other situations where women are not treated the same way.
No, absolutely not. I mean, the fact that there's not even written legislation that guarantees women have the same equal pay and equal rights as men, absolutely not. And it's even a bigger problem if we look at it globally.
No.
And would you care to elaborate on that?
Well, I mean, women still don't get paid equally. I mean, there's so many ways in which we're not.
I think we've reached it to a certain extent, but it could be, we can reach another level.
We still have gender norms that are ingrained in our society, whether we choose to acknowledge them or not.
in our society, I think we still have a long way to go, even though there's a lot of accomplishments. And yeah, I just we just need to keep the discussion about gender equality in society for change to happen.
Okay, I could go into so many avenues of this, but I think the easiest one for people to talk about is the fact that there's not equal pay and equal policy. But something that is more emotionally pertinent to me is that I don't feel that I think that there is too strong of an emphasis on gender binary practices and culture, and I think that just like even small things like the fact that it's not safe for a girl to walk home at night by herself, like the fact that rape culture is so incredibly pertinent to the point where we don't even realize how much our media is infused with rape culture. From that all the way to policy, all the way back to like music that I like admittedly enjoy being like so derogatory. I think there's so many avenues of improvement.